Hey, Nathan here, helping you become a better jungler. I have a review request from a player on the European West server. He's bronze 2. This is a Kayn game of his. He goes 11-5-21. It is a win. Why do you want me to review this game specifically? He says it took a long time to finish the game. I wasn't sure how we could have ended the game earlier. The whole game was a roller coaster of emotions. Also, I was playing too reactively. I want to know how to be more proactive and set the pace for the game. With objective control ganks, I got pretty out-jungled by the Nocturne early to mid-game. There are a lot of team fights where I think I played poorly. I want to get over the team fights and if I should be frontlining or peeling Nocturne of our Caitlyn as red Kayn. I never choose a lane as win condition that I should hover as a jungler. I want to know which lane you would have identified as a lane to hover and help. Specific moments in the game says the early gank in bot lane when Nocturne got a triple kill. I knew he was bot with ult up but went for the play anyway. Yeah, I mean, Nocturne's a very, very good counter ganker. That's something you need to be very just cautious of. First Elder Dragon fight, I decided it's better to fend off the opposing team. 50-50. I hate getting into 50-50 situations. We'll take a look at that if you could have not even got into a situation like that in the first place. I always try and avoid 50-50 situations as a jungler as much as possible. It's just rolling the dice. Rolling the dice in solo queue. You can lose a game off it. I'd rather just take my time, be patient, set up my objective correctly through side lanes, through controlling vision, and then get the 100% objective. Which lane did you identify as a win condition in the early game? I identified bot lane as a win condition early since center had at least a little bit of CC in a kit. My plan was to do a full clear and get level 6 as fast as possible while looking for gank/counter opportunities and help bot with top to bottom clears. A bot lane got destroyed and never played around any of the winning lanes. Okay, so I'll talk about that in a moment. Let's go over your runes first. So you're going, obviously, Red Kayn, which you've talked about. Conqueror, Triumph, Tenacity. Every time you take Tenacity, you think how much CC does the enemy team have? They have a Nocturne Fear, they have Thresh CC, they have Xayah CC, Ornn has CC. Tenacity, absolutely. And you take Last Stand. That obviously works really good with Kayn being lower health, the better. Just to like bait people into killing you, and you can just turn on them with just insane damage and your lifesteal from Red Kayn, W, and his form, and you take Sudden Impact and Ravenous Hunter. And okay, so I only would take these runes. Like, yes, these runes are perfect, I think, in general for Red Kayn, but the fact that you're versing like pretty squishy-ish champions, and like, I really start to think that Red Kayn is just pretty useless on you unless you're against a very heavy melee bruiser team. So like, let's say if I'm against Yas, I guess Nocturne and Ornn. Red Kayn's still fine this game. I'm not saying that it's not good, but I potentially would have gone Magical Foot with Cosmic Insight this game because I just don't feel like the fights are going to be going that long, to be honest. Like, you're versing, and when I say not that long, it's like in terms of Ravenous Hunter, like healing from your damage from your abilities versus just getting that extra move speed, that extra cooldown reduction just to try and get all your abilities off. Like, the way I view Magical Foot with Cosmic Insight, it's more if you want to go full carry mode. And I think that that's what you should be going this game because, again, like, fights just I don't see going that very long at all for these runes to be effective. Alright, so let's talk about now let's get your vision first, your potential win conditions. So you said you wanted to focus bots. So, especially focusing bot early, Thresh is like one of the biggest counters to Kayn. You literally cannot gank a Thresh lane, even if it's like 2v3, because Thresh has his flay. When he gets 6 years old, like a melee champion, Thresh, it's his absolute nightmare. Into Thresh, playing a melee champ is an absolute nightmare, and you're just so useless into these two champions. They can really just destroy you. Xayah Thresh is a very strong lane. Maybe you want to be looking to get your Kate ahead, but you need to pick your fights very cautiously. You would need to get a really good flank off, but even then, you can just get hooked in one shot by Thresh into flays. Not even to mention the fact that Nocturne could counter gank with his ult. So, top lane, potentially pretty gankable early, but the thing with Kayn is you really need to start red side because the clear with Krugs is so efficient, and just having that, going back and getting the second Krugs like as quickly as possible just to try and get to level 6, get your form as soon as possible, that's your goal. So I'm actually not too really fussed about early game right now in terms of lane. Like, we'll see how the game plays out, and then you're going to have to pick a win condition. That's all how you have to do it on Kayn. Like, I really don't like starting blue side with Kayn. So it looks like you switch out to Sweeper here, you place a ward here. You see, I just don't think this does much. If you're scared of defending blue, it's much better to get a ward like here. But in general, I don't actually like switching into sweeper early on Kayn. Because he's just not very strong. His ganks are pretty weak. Like, it doesn't really help him too much. And also, it's just good to use it to protect your laners. Like, the good thing about this, you are versing a Nocturne, so it's not like Nocturne's going to be pretty much doing the same thing as you are this game. So, yeah, I think that you should save your Trinket just to help protect your lanes a little bit more, and then you can switch out to Sweeper around the second, third base. Alright, this is good. Red start. And great. So this is, I think, just the best jungle clear for Kayn. This is an old Season 9 path, but I think it still works really well for champs like Kayn, Kha'Zix, and Eve. Alright, and the other thing as well is ganking mid is just really hard. Cat can literally just toy with you. It's very, very hard to get in melee range of a cat. Alright, so we're doing a full clear standard Kayn. This is the way to go. And Cat gets first blood on the Zed. She's just going to back off. I don't think you're going to do anything there. Take Rift Scuttler. And your bot dies here as well. So not ideal. Nothing really more you can do here except for... yeah, just get Gromp, base. Let's go get Krugs. Alright, love the two controls from base. So you're going red smite this game. You see, I think this is a blue smite game. Cat, Xayah, like, I mean, in terms of, like, melee range, like, I just don't see you doing that much, to be honest. Like, it might be the difference between... because obviously the good thing with blue smite is that you can get the damage off and then you can ult, and sometimes that might be the difference between you dying and living in, like, let's say a cat's trying to run away or something like that, and you can, like, chase it down with blue smite. So yes, I mean, red smite in general is good with Kayn, red Kayn, but this game specifically, just because you're versing a Xayah and Cat, and they don't really have, like, that many, you know, melee champs. I mean, they... you know, they have two theoretically, but I view Nocturne as he's like an assassin. Like, he's not really going to be, like, fights aren't going to go that long with the Nocturne. So you come top here, you skip your Krugs. I like that to help set top here. You burn Nocturne's flash. That's actually really good for you. Great, we clear this. Let's do our Raptors now. Let's just keep clearing. Actually, Zed gets a kill on Cat there. You skip your Raptors to help him, but I think he's fine. He backs off, and now you push mid. Great. I actually really like this. This is going to help you get level 6 quicker. This is really good. Just deny it. Reset the wave for your Zed. This is actually start pushing in now. So, I mean, there is a potential gank opportunity here, but again, Cat is not. Especially in the fact that she's 6. So, I'd really just be looking to clear now and do Gromp, base, go topside for red and Krugs again. Like, the fact that you don't have... you need, like, Kayn really needs items, 80 items to start doing damage. Like, Kayn's base damage is just ridiculously bad. So, oh no, you're going for a gank here. See, this is just not gankable. This is not, the only way, I mean, firstly, you need items. Like, you just don't have enough damage to kill these guys. Sure, you're level 6, but you just, again, look at your items first. And ideally, you're flanking this way. But again, even this is still really risky. And actually, the biggest thing here is that actually, I mean, you don't exactly know where Nocturne's at right now. You don't know if he's level 6. And there you go. You know, you get your cake killed from that. You know, they could have comfortably just keep farming on the tower. You base, you went topside red Krugs. The worst thing about this is now you've showed bot side. You've actually shown the entire world, told Nocturne, hey, I don't have red buff. I started red buff. Like, a good jungle will absolutely punish you for this. You lose Dragon off this straight away. Going topside here, like... I mean, you have to, you know, because you have red and Krugs up, which will be very obvious from an enemy jungler standpoint. But actually, let's look where Nocturne is right now. But Nocturne's just chilling in top river, so he's just not going to be able to capitalize on that. Or you could have just taken your red and Krugs as well, to be honest. Alright, I really don't like this that you've gone topside. You just got red and clear Krugs and Raptors. This is what you want to avoid as much as possible on Kayn. It's just really inefficient, and... like, now you're going to be stuck on bot side, and you're just going to be very inefficient in terms of your camps are up top, but you're looking to be bot side for a long period of time with Dragon up. And I mean, I even think Dragon's very hard for you to contest right now. So Nocturne's level 6, you know that for a fact. Yeah, I mean, your Zed's 1 and 2, but he does have CS. Your bot lane's very much losing at the moment. So, yeah, I'd say just give up Drag, and let's just... I mean, Zed's doing pretty well. I think we could actually look to just dive this guy and look to get a Rift Heralding break. Just break this tower, flip the map. That might be your best option here, because I just think ganking bot's really hard. Especially the fact that Nocturne can counter gank you. Like, you guys don't ever win 3v3 in a million years. So you're coming down here. Okay, I think this is what you mentioned in... This is the bot gank you mentioned in your review request. Here comes Nocturne ult. And you use all your abilities and ult on Thresh. That's just not worth it. You guys... Nocturne gets a triple kill. So this is it. This is where you need to be very cautious. Where's Nocturne? Gets a triple kill. What is he can be doing? Like, look at this. He actually doesn't even need 80 items. Like, the fact that he actually doesn't even... What's his gold? He's got 2,600 gold right now. Like, you guys would be dead even quicker if you had Warrior right now. Like, you just cannot fight these guys. Zai is very strong with her ult. And, yeah, so that makes a lot of sense why that happened. And again, this is just assessing kill threat. Assessing, is your team strong enough? Assessing the 3v3 situation. Like, you don't have form yet. You're still very, very weak as Kayn. Alright, I'll go Krugs out of base here, not Raptor camp. It's just more efficient. Clearing Krugs all the time, they give the most experience in gold. Right, I like this Rift Herald call. I'll just say in there, most likely potentially doing Dragon after that bot. Gank. I mean, it may be potentially a little bit risky, but you do know where Cat is, you do know where Ornn is. Ornn technically has priority. This is a risk that I think's worth taking. And I mean, Kayn can get out pretty easily with his E, right? And we actually see Nocturne mid now, goes bot side. So you're skipping your Krugs again. Yeah. I just realized you haven't done... Have you done Krugs? You've done Krugs twice this game. Yeah. About 12 minutes at least 4 times as Kayn. This is the reason why you're, you know, behind in experience and gold for... I mean, not entirely because you obviously got a triple kill there, but you remember you did get that mid wave, which was really good for you. Just always try and clear Krugs on Kayn as much as possible. Alright, so this is another situation where assessing what can go wrong. Nocturne is not showed right now. You don't know where he is. He still hasn't got Dragon yet. Yeah, Nocturne counter ganks. You need to be very cautious. Just don't make a play. He's literally getting very fed now, very out of control. So you die to him. But Set's actually popping off here. Wow. Alright, I'm looking at top right now. Top is my win condition. I need to break this ASAP. Break this, flip the map, get Set to start pushing bot. 4-man potentially bot, break this tower. So Set is the win condition now that you want to be going on. So you get Red Kayn here. I love the 2 controls from base. You get Ninja Tarbs this game. Yep, that's good. You are into a pretty heavy AD comp, and you do have the tenacity, so you don't exactly need Merc Treads. And you actually lose bot tower here for this. So yeah, so I'll be looking to go top right now. Get your red buff. This is good. Raptors, farm. Yeah, I think you guys, the fact that even Nocturne's 5-1, like, your Set's so strong right now, I literally think you can, I mean, this guy's almost 1v2 in these guys. Really good counter gank. This is what you want to be doing. Oh, he dies, actually. Yeah, maybe you should have potentially helped earlier, but, I mean, you were pretty efficient killing those creeps, but now you should be able to get top tower. Great Rift Herald usage. Breaking up in the towers, just trading for all this. And the fact that they still haven't got Dragon, this is awesome for you. So what you want to do here is get a couple auto attacks on this, clear the wave, base instantly, spend your 2,000 gold, that's very good to base on, and go straight down to bot with your Set to get Dragon, and start pressuring bot tower. Come in here, get full control with your 2 control wards, place it here. This is the next objective in the game, as well as Dragon. Set's coming, this is pretty free. You're wasting a lot of time top. This is inefficient. And the biggest thing here is you're going down to a mid bot fight now, but you have 2,000 gold. Gold is useless in your inventory. Right now, you could think that the gold is technically 26,000 to 23,000. Like, there's just no reason for it. Press the B button, go back to base, start building your Black Cleaver. It's just not... Just never fight when you don't have to, in terms of your strength for items. Like, you have plenty of time to base and go... get high items for drag, but you do kill the cat there, and Thresh actually is top, so they're actually just conceding drag for you. They definitely could have got Dragon much earlier. This is Nocturne's fault. Alright, so Nocturne tries to ult mid, but he fails. That's really good. Every time Nocturne fails an ult, it's a win for you. And we just keep clearing. Okay, so, viewing, again, the next objective. So, I would say, let's keep getting mid priority. Let's get Rift Herald. I mean, bot lane, you actually really do want to get bot lane before you have to flip the map and start pressuring topside for Baron at 20 minutes. So, I mean, ideally you're using Rift Shield to break mid, but also want to potentially look for bot house. Actually, there's a lot of things you could do right now, but I think that the priority right here is to get Rift Shield through mid priority and top, and this is where you would be wanting your bot lane to be coming with you into controlling the river here and looking to get river control. But the thing is, this actually might be very difficult because Set's your strongest member. Actually, Zed's doing alright, so you can still fight around Zed, but your top side of the map, Zed and like Set, you want to be fighting with them as much as possible. Alright, so there's a bit of fighting going on here. I don't like this. Team's sort of not waiting for you a little bit here. Nocturne doesn't have ult, but you guys die. So yeah, so these fights are just don't need to happen. Like, you're not going to get any objectives off these things. Like, you need to just push out sides. Let's get Rift Herald. That's the objective. If you tunnel in on an objective and tell your team, hey guys, let's actually start preparing, setting this up here. The enemy team in this elo never does that. That's an advantage in itself just because you have direction. Even if you do a poorly play, just because you have direction, your team's going to be together doing things as a team. You're going to win games. So, yeah, I think that you guys should have definitely focused on getting... Because let's say, even if the enemy team's bot, right? Like, what are they going to get? Like, let them waste their time here. Dragon's not up. They've already broken this tower. Just be like, hey, guys, do whatever you want. I'm taking Rift Herald, you know, here. I'm going to keep pushing out, you know, getting experience top and mid. Like, there's nothing you lose from them just wasting time in the river bot. You don't want to control bot river. And now you lose Rift Herald here. So, yeah, you could have got that Rift Herald very comfortably. Second Rift Herald if you prioritize that as an objective at around, you know, 16 minutes, was it, when when you got that dragon. Alright, so we're basing now. Oh, this is a base on 3,000 gold. Not ideal, but you can buy a flat out Black Cleaver, which is always nice. 2 control wards, this is great. Your team kills Nocturne without you. Alright, the classic ARAM. So, Nocturne's back up. He has ultimate. Baron's starting to become a huge priority objective right here. All you want to be doing here from this onwards, like, I mean, you guys have insane priority of mid constantly. The fact that you've broken this tower and this tower is still up means that the enemy team can never push further than you can push, which means that this will allow you to have entire control top. So that's why I say mid tower is the best objective to get. All you want to be doing very patiently, pushing out top, pushing out mid, slowly getting control here, get Rift Skulls when you can. Sometimes use the opportunity to quickly clear your bot side, base, then go back top side. Just keep doing it. Bait Baron, that's how you're going to close out this game. You actually have a very bad siege comp. I mean, yes, you have a center and a Kate, but you have no front line for them, and you have 3 melee champs that are very not good at sieging. So, there's actually no reason to fight here. You're not going to get this tower. Nocturne's back up. He has ult. This is just dice rolling, and, I mean, it looks like the dice roll works for you in this regard, or maybe not. But all you're doing here is you're relying on your teammates just playing well, versus doing smart jungling League of Legends, controlling objectives. Baron. And look at this, now you can't get the tower. Well, actually, maybe you can now, you kill them all, but the enemy team's back alive. Again, spawn timers are pretty short this time. They can just keep defending the towers constantly. This is how you're not ending games quickly enough. You're just not prioritizing top side. And Baron control boss 20 minutes and taking fights when you don't need to take fights. And looking at side lanes. Making the enemy team react on side lanes is how you slowly control the map, chip away at it, look to get Baron, bait Baron, or just take it. Alright, so Dragon is up. Do want to go bot side now. Spawning very nicely. You have 2 control wards for it. Zed's just wasting the enemy team's time. So, nice Dragon. Get it on spawn. Alright, now, no reason to be bot anymore. I know tier 1 top tower's up, but it's not worth it to get this. Let's push this, get it with TP. I want you to clear your entire bot side camps, and I want you to control, this is your domain, pushing out top, whether it's you or your teammates, pushing out mid, whether it's you or its teammates, this is how you win this game. I think this game goes for 50 minutes. The fact that you have, again, mid-tower priority, you have 2 dragons, like, even in gold right now, let's just get this Baron. Your team's fighting, I don't like this at all. You actually did the right move here to do, like, this is where ideally controlling your team a little bit more and saying, hey guys, I need to clear our bot side. Ask them nicely, can you guys just not fight? Just wait for me. I need to spend my gold. Um, I need to be efficient. I mean, you can't really buy anything with 500 gold, but refresh your control wards and go topside, get some vision control, clear your jungle, then start looking to bait Baron. That's the way you win this game. Alright, so there's a bit of aiming going on here. So, I mean, this is sort of just your team's fault here, but again, this is where you can really start using all chat to... I mean, there is only one way to win this game clearly, and that is what I've explained. Whether the team does it or not, at least attempting to do it, you'll win more games than you lose. I can guarantee you that. And these fights is the worst case scenario for Kayn. So, think of it, whenever you're, like, visibly there, the enemy team, and, like, you're not... Like, this is this weakest point. Kayn is strongest coming from flanks, disrupting the enemy backline, or even, I mean, you even said here in terms of peeling the Senna and Kate. I mean, peeling isn't really even worth it, I think. I think you and, like, because they're so far behind, you, Zed, and Set are just going all in on this Fed. Xayah, you guys are just going to assassinate her. I think that's how you want to be playing these team fights. Yes, peeling your carries is a strategy and works very well, but the fact that your K is 1 and 6, your bot lane's 1 and 11, 2 and 11, I wouldn't be worrying about that at all. So yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is that whenever Kayn's fighting head on, especially into a Thresh and a Xayah, that's not ideal. You want to take them by surprise on the flank, get them starting to, you know, make mistakes, start sweating. So that's the ideal philosophy you want in terms of these fights. Alright, so we're just farming now. Potential would have actually gone to just push out top there. I need them to react to this wave. We need to be getting control of this river. Like, this is just running down mid again. Instead of, this is the priority. Make them push this, make them react to it, control this. There's no reason to fight here. No reason at all. You're just dice rolling again. Let's see who wins this time. Dice roll. I actually should literally get a dice right here. I reckon I'll call it. Or a coin toss. Yes, we won. Alright, potentially getting a hib off this. 5 of your team's still up. You have a pretty big wave. Cutting great wave. Oh, coin toss again. Let's flip it again. But the enemy team's a bit disadvantaged. They don't have members up. And they go for Zed. But I mean, this is actually fine. I mean, I went too dramatic there. That actually was fine. I mean, there's no way the enemy team could contest that inhibitor. Even if your Zed dies, it's actually worth it. Alright, so, Baron. Baron. Don't be bot side at all. There's nothing to get here. I need you to go clear your Gromp, your Wolves, base, reset, spend your 2,600, 2,500 gold you have at that point. Come here, push out top, push out mid, control this. There's no way the enemy team can contest you on Baron anymore. The fact that you have mid wave, this is how you win this game in the next about 6-7 minutes or so. Like, once you get Baron, then you'll systematically take these towers. Set can split push bot. You guys can 4-man top. Control the top side river so they can never... Just be patient. Being patient with Baron. Slowly chip away at these towers. Even though you don't have the best siege comp, Baron actually will help you siege. You know, because obviously you have cannon minions that get buffed up and they can shoot from range. You don't exactly need to be all range champions to hit towers when the team defends it. Oh, this is right. This is what you're doing. This is good. But you're not placing control wards down, so I like to either control ward... In this situation, the fact you have constant mid priority, place a control ward here or here. But we've got a fight going on here. It's 4 versus 5. Caitlyn is there. This is another fight that shouldn't be happening. This is very risk for no reason. But looks like you guys are going to potentially win this. But point behind it, let's not dice roll. Be like, hey, this is a 4v fight. Here we go. Who's going to win the coin toss? Like, you won it this time. But let's just not get into these situations. This is how you throw games. Alright, we're going Dragon here. This is good. Clear your bot side. Now let's go do Baron again. Set up again. We've got 3rd Dragon, 4th Dragon. Dragon Soul's a very big win condition for you now. 2 controls. You get Randuins this game. Yeah, this is good. I mean, you don't exactly have a tank, but this will be really good. I mean, there's no way Nocturne can ult you, one-shot you anymore. It helps you deal with Xayah, and it does, you know, slow down people with the active. Alright, so Kate dies here, so this is where you need to be very cautious again. Yes, just push this in, keep controlling this. You just need to wait for Kayn to be back up. Protect your Zed in the side lane. I mean, he should be pushing this right now. There's no reason to risk a fight anymore, remember? Numbers disadvantage. And actually Zed goes and dies here. But that's not in your control. Your bot side. The enemy team's now going to have priority of this. So guess what? Now they're going to come in here and do... If they see you bot, Baron. They're just going to go Baron. So you actually... Look at this. Now they're on Baron. But this actually might be good for you. Because enemy team's committing to it. Kayn's trying to 1v1. You have Randuin. So this is where Randuin is very good. And so the enemy team just throws like this. So, alright. So this is funny. I mean, yes, in terms of insane bronze strategy, yes, bait Baron and then just wait, you know, go bot side and be like, hey, we can actually make it back there. You guys do Baron very slowly. But this is just not, you know, I doubt you could tell me that this was strategically placed out in terms of we're going to go bot side so they do Baron. I mean, maybe it was. Tell me if I'm wrong. That would be pretty next level. Alright, great. So we get mid tower off that. Let's do Baron. That's how we close out this game. Baron, 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 Baron. Actually, Dragon is next. Actually, no, fourth Dragon is next objective here. Base. Go bot side. Let's get Dragon. Alright, so this is... You wasted a little bit of time here. Alright, no, this is good. Oh, well, that was actually pretty risky. If you should have based earlier, just being on that Dragon. You just don't ever want Dragons to be in the control of your team. You're the jungler, you have Smite. You control it. Okay, so this is where you're going to be pinging back your team. Again, objective is this. Your team should not be here with your Cape bot. You here. Yeah, this is where you're just going to need to try and control your team. And this is just ridiculous. And you guys are all going bot side now again. Just skipping this again. Look at this. You guys actually have control. You have constant mid priority. You have mid inhibitor. This is such a free Baron take. Keep pushing out top. Keep pushing up. The enemy team cannot contest you on Baron. Like, this is, you're just sieging again. Let's see. Let's start counting the timer now from, let's see how much time you waste here, and let's take a look at how much you get from this. So 33 minutes, 30 seconds. We'll start it based on when everyone started going bot. Well, Zed's doing the right thing. He's pressuring here, but Ornn is pretty tanky. Alright, so we're at over 60 seconds here. Now your enemy team rotates on that. Zed dies. We do get this tower. Oh, we're continuing the siege. Approaching 90 seconds. We've got one tower. Zed's died. Taking fights under the tower. And everyone dies. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you die. And this is perfect timing. 2 minutes. So 2 minutes wasted. Everyone died. You gave a bunch of shutdown gold. I mean, you have 700 bounty still on you, and you guys got nothing from it. You guys got an ace. So, I mean, look how easy it was for me to just tell you what was going to go wrong there. You know, I mean, obviously there is a universe where somehow you guys get a catch on Xayah or something like that, and it works, or Zed kills the Ornn and escapes, but don't leave it to chance. That's why my priority here. Get Baron. You're so much stronger with the buff. This is how you close out games. I mean, I don't even really need to look at your team fighting. Like, your team fighting is not your problem. Never get to this stage where at 36 minutes in the game. This is like just coin toss in bronze, you know? Like, as you can see, everyone's just constantly fighting. Kate gets caught again. Yeah, you guys can't fight. It's 4 versus 5. You guys aren't insanely ahead. I mean, you do have Ocean Dragon. But just numbers disadvantage you don't want to be taking, so... Yeah, Xayah can just free reign. Unless you and Zed are going on her. The fact that she has GA as well, like, these fights are very difficult for you. And you don't even burn her GA. Burning Flash. Any team's probably going to take Baron now. Alright, so let's do some more back and forth over the course of, I think, the next 13 minutes. See what goes on. Really good smite steal. But, again... We shouldn't have even got to this situation. So, good work on the smite steal, but we shouldn't have got to this situation. Okay, so, Elder Dragon is now the next objective. Let's, so this is where you actually want to be selling your controllers to get items. I'd be probably building a Sterax now. Actually, no, GA. Build GA. So go out back to base, get a stopwatch. Stopwatch is very good on Kayn. It makes you even more disruptible with your ult. So yeah, do your Raptor Camp, do your Krugs, reset, get your stopwatch, get a Tenacity potion or an AD potion. No, get an AD potion. Come down here. Let's start setting up Elder Dragon. This is the next objective. You won't have controllers for it, unfortunately, but the best you can do is sweep. But getting that stopwatch and stuff is actually more important. And the your elixir. It will just make these fights much better for you. But the problem is here is you're not setting this up correctly. You're not hard pushing mid, hard pushing bot, slowly controlling this area. Like, this is a dice roll again. We're not looking at waves. We're just fighting in the jungle with no vision for no reason. Everyone's split up on Elder Dragon. This is just chaotic here. And you guys all die. So again, fighting without vision, not setting up waves properly. This is why you lose Elder Dragon. It's not because you guys team fought poorly. It's because you guys didn't set it up correctly by pushing mid and bot waves. So the enemy team has to react to the waves. And you guys can slowly get control here. You might not do it first or second wave push. Maybe you can do it number third or fourth. But the fact is that you're constantly denying vision here, making the enemy team stress. Are they doing Elder? Are they not? Are they doing Elder? Are they not? And then you can look to start catching people who starts making mistakes. And they will in this elo. Guarantee it. Alright, so you get Inspector's Cow here. Yeah, I don't think it's worth just the cat damage. You can avoid a lot of cat's damage just from your ults and like GA stopwatch. Just gives you more armor as well. I mean, you can get Spirit Visage, and I guess that's a good item, but I just think GA is much better. Okay, so I mean, like, I'm just sort of zoning out, to be honest, at this stage. Like, we're just dice rolling fights. But they have Elder Dragon, right? Yeah, actually, what are you guys doing? You guys shouldn't be fighting at all. How do they not win this game? Alright, they actually successfully defend that. They decide to back off. Set's actually doing a lot of work, but he runs in 1 versus 3 for some reason. You guys are defending. Defend. Probably going to lose Inhibitor here. Get Spirit Visage. Do you have enough for a potion? No, you don't. Alright, so Baron is coming up. I mean, they have insane mid priority now because they have super creep, so you need to keep pushing out mid. But, okay, Nocturne runs in here. He's sort of just suiciding. Ornn's top. So this is their fault. Look, they're fighting with numbers disadvantage. Ornn's top. Look what happens. Just back and forth dice rolling. You've won more coin flips than they have this game. So now you can get Baron. And Elder Dragon's coming up now. Make sure mid's pushed in. But again, the fact that you have Baron right now, same thing. And it actually makes it even easier. Someone goes bot, you guys like push in mid, look to come down, control this, like get ward, Thresh to place all these wards here. Then you guys can get a free Elder Dragon and close this game out. Alright, so Zed's flanking. Looks like a fight's just going to break out here. Zed goes in on the Xayah. She burns ult. And you guys actually just win this fight. And we get Elder Dragon. Cool. 2 inhibs. Okay, we can end this game very easily now. Just through bot, systematically. You base. What do you get? Do you get Elixir? Yeah, rid Elixir. I think that's good. I think you just need to kill Xayah. She's like really the most damage here. Oh, another ARAM fight, but you guys have Elder Dragon, so you will always win this ARAM fight, and you guys win the game. Alright, so, definitely a lot to learn for your past 20 minutes. This game should not have gone longer than 32 minutes-ish, I would say. A lot to learn in here. I want you to obviously go over this video, potentially multiple times, and take a look at my notes over my blog, nathanmott.gg. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions from this review, in particular, any times. You want me to clarify something, maybe I didn't explain it well enough, or you just didn't understand it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.